Happy December, Lakers fans. Before we get into our video, most of you watching this aren't subscribed. So if you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. And with the Lakers going through a very up and down stretch, there are causes for some concern about the landscape of this team. LeBron James has been quoted to coming out and voicing some of his frustrations with this team. And let's get into it. 20 games into the season, an 11-9 start is not what I think Lakers fans or the Lakers organization had hoped for. One of the main reasons for this has been the injury bug. Gabe Vincent still nursing a knee injury. He's planned to be evaluated in 2 weeks. Jackson Hayes is day-to-day, along with Cam Reddish being day-to-day for a groin injury. Rui Hachimora, unfortunately, still recovering from a nasal fracture, and as well as Jared Vanderbilt, who still this season has not laced up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, unfortunately, as much as injuries are a part of the game, we still also know the best ability is availability, and the lack of availability has really hurt this Lakers team, a team that this year was hoping to give veteran LeBron James a break due to the fact that they'd have the youth and the depth to be able to keep him on a minutes restriction. LeBron James has voiced some of his frustrations. In a quote, he says, "I have no idea what we are, how we don't have a group yet. I know what some of us individually are, but as far as a team, we don't have our group yet. I don't know." This is clearly signs that the chemistry of this team is a bit hampered. And again, the chemistry part comes from being able to play on the court. I think it's been a very much ring around the rosy of lineups due to the fact that some guys are in, some guys are out. New injuries have occurred throughout the season, so it's really been hard for this team to find a rhythm. Now, one thing I did notice in their game against Oklahoma City that the Lakers should start relying on is making sure they take the time to feed Anthony Davis. I think in some ways with this revolving door lineup due to guys being injured, you got to make sure your stars are able to affect the game on a consistent basis. And I do think Anthony Davis, if you feed him more in the paint, it could make up for some of the lack of deficiencies in the depth department. Now, obviously, as this Lakers team is trying to find depth, they need to find some level of health, and that may come in trading some players. Again, it was revealed that in order to get a Zach LaVine, a trade would include an Austin Reaves, potentially a Rui Hachimora as well. I think in order for the Lakers to go forward and still try to contend for a championship this year, I do unfortunately feel like a move has to be made. Now, on this channel, me specifically, I have been very positive about the possibilities of this Lakers team. However, when LeBron James is playing to the level in which he's playing at this point in his career, it is imperative that Rob Pelinka and this Lakers organization goes out their way to maximize this window. And I hate to say it, but right now it doesn't seem like this team as constructed is going to maximize that window. Now, I was really excited to see how this youth matured over time, but I do think there are some legitimate organizational, or should I say foundational, flaws on this Lakers roster, and it's becoming to show its ugly head, and the injuries aren't making it any better. Now, I think it's important to mention for Lakers fans, guys like Rui Hachimora would not be available for trade until I believe January. So I know there's kind of this rush or, sense of we got to make a move right now. But I don't know in terms of teams who are potentially interested in trading for some of these Lakers assets. I don't know if they're willing to do a deal until a guy like Rui Hachimura became available for trade, because I do think some people herald his potential, and I think the Lakers herald his potential. That's why they paid him. But if they're looking to find an upgrade, that is a piece that people are going to want just because of what Rui Hachimura could potentially bring to another organization. So even though there may seem like a rush to get a deal done, I don't think most teams would want to do business with the Lakers until January. So that is something for Lakers to think about. And I think right now in this December period, the Lakers should find a groove late in the month as guys begin to get healthier again And I hope this team does find itself after the trade line, depending on what moves are made. But with that being said, again, for those watching this video right now, if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. It is very important. Like this video on your way out. And with that being said, I'm J-Rob with Lakers Digest. Peace.